The only reason why I said that is because I pay child support. My son is 13. He lives with his father. When he turned 13, I said, go live with your dad because there is nothing else I can help you with.
Amazing.
Go live with your dad. I provide financially, and I'm the sole financial provider. When my son's father, I don't call him a baby daddy because he's a great father, but when he needs something, I send it. There's no questions asked. If my son needs a doctor, whatever, it doesn't matter. I know I make the most money, and I know that that's my obligation is to provide financially. Kids, when you are a parent, kids need money, period.
Fact.
And so that's why these women are upset and they get angry because if you are a father and you are not being a father, then the only thing that we want is that money, period.
Welcome to the Better Baby Mama podcast. I am your host, Zaza. I want to talk about this clip. This clip comes from the channel, I think it's called Ugly Money. Let's see. Okay, yeah, Ugly Money TV on YouTube. So go over there, subscribe to them. So we have us a unicorn here. We have a woman who is paying child support for her son. Now, I didn't disagree with anything she said. I completely understand. If I had a son, like I always say, and like I would know I would have did this because I know myself. If I would have had two sons instead of two daughters, I wouldn't have no kids in my custody. I would have sent them little boys with their daddy. I wouldn't have felt comfortable. Like, what can I teach this little boy? I don't even know how to potty train him. Normalize the same gender going with the other gender. Like, if you have boys and girls, yeah, it's not gonna be fair that siblings don't get to live with each other, but their relationship will just have to be a little different. It's just gonna have to be what it is. It's for their betterment. Dr. Phil always says the same sex parent is the most important. And especially if you're talking about boys, you're talking about little black boys as well, little black American boys growing up in single mother households. No, as long as his daddy ain't somebody dangerous, he ain't got no violent criminal history, nothing like that. Like he got the income and the resources and he's mentally okay, go ahead, send him with his daddy. He would probably prefer to be with his daddy anyway. But what we could do now, moving forward, is start normalizing sending your little boys with their daddy and not really wait until they 13. That's the only thing I don't understand. At least after he got in school, because the boys be cutting up in school because they don't have the attention span to sit the hell down somewhere. I bet you 30, 40 years ago, they would have never thought women would be speaking about being providers for their kids. We probably never would have even explored this topic 30, 40 years ago. I predict that there's going to be a rise and an increase in women who's in her situation, who are not the custodial parent of the kid, who have to pay child support and be the sole provider, especially if you are one of those women who are high earning. Once you cross that six-figure a year mark, and that's the type of income you're making, and you have kids, and you and your child's father, y'all break up, you probably not gonna have the time to take care of them kids because whatever it is you doing to get that money and earn, say, 200, $300,000, it's gonna be hard for me to date because it's not that many men who make that much money, let alone who want to deal with me and my baggage, my tuition. So I am cool at the place where I'm at now. I'm cool at the 50, 60, 70,000 a year right now. I don't want to get to the point where like I out earn. I'd rather do 50-50 than out earn somebody. Like at least if I'm doing 50-60, you doing 50-60, that's six figures together. But if I'm doing two, 300,000 and you ain't doing nothing but 50, the relationship dynamics is not gonna be the same. Now I like how she said that that is her child's father and not her baby daddy. Fun fact, this is called the Better Baby Mama podcast because I actually hate the term baby mama. It irks me. I do not use this term in my real life unless I'm being funny. This year, I want to focus on not allowing words to hurt me or allowing words to have any impact on my emotions at all. So rather than run away from the term BM or baby mama, stuff like that, I'm taking a term that I absolutely fucking hate. And I am going to make a profit off of this. One way or another. I ain't going through this irritation for nothing. So you know what? If I have to be baby mama, we'll say baby mama, baby daddy. But now I get what you mean. Like I don't be calling him baby daddy in real life, usually, unless I'm being funny through text. Like I am very interested in what it's gonna be like moving forward if the girls are gonna really start turning into men. And so we're gonna start seeing a lot of single moms who say, "Hey, Imma just get a kid to the daddy, I'll pay her money." Now, one thing I'm not gonna act like I don't notice is the fact that she did not mention anything about a court order and the fact that she was applauded. But I do know if it was a man and he didn't mention anything about a court order, people would be feeling away. You can go look at my video that I posted about TK Kirkland. The first video is multiple women in the comments talking about how he a deadbeat because he do not pay through a court order, or he just pay whenever the baby mama asks or something. So I do know it's still gonna be a little bit of sexism, but I'm very interested in knowing y'all thoughts and opinions. Again, I am your host, Zaza, and this is the Better Baby Mama podcast. Now, I have my podcast on Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, and YouTube podcasts where I go talk about uncomfortable topics. So today's uncomfortable conversation was about the nature of women being selfish. So please go listen to my most recent podcast. It's episode 1 of the Better Baby Mama podcast over on Spotify. And let me know what your thoughts are. It's about 17 minutes long. So you just cut it on, smoke, drink, soak in the tub, listen to it while you're washing dishes, whatever you want to do. Thank you so much for listening. Please subscribe and like, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.